Good day. I am Peter Rony and I live in Blacksburg, Virginia. The title of this YouTube video is Beyond 5 Stars and 5 Pinocchios. Note the double asterisk. I'll explain what that is. You are used to seeing in a great variety of surveys, especially online surveys, stars, rating from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. 1 star meaning that, well, not good, so-so, and 5 stars meaning excellent. You may not be familiar with the rating system based on pinocchios. This system is propagated by the media, especially the print media and maybe even the internet media. A Pinocchio is a measure of the truth or untruth of a public statement, frequently a political statement. So a single Pinocchio is, well, not really untrue, but be careful when you consider the statement. 5 Pinocchios is a whopper of a lie. Awful. Don't believe it. Rubbish. Okay, let me move on. Well, I've encountered the ideas of Pinocchios and stars for years. Pinocchios have become very popular in the last year or two, and stars have been around probably for decades. Well, I decided to create an Excel scatter diagram that weights the number of stars and the number of Pinocchios on a scatter diagram, and here it is. The origin is known as 0, 0. 0 stars, 0 Pinocchios. The statement or the service is not worth evaluating. Waste of time. Well, with positive values, we have stars. You can select among 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. And on the negative y-axis, we have Pinocchios. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pinocchios, and that's it. Stars and Pinocchios. Stars are good, Pinocchios are bad. Now I would like to give you a bit of education. In statistics, there are 2 jargon words which are excellent. And here I compare them. To extrapolate means to estimate the value of a variable, such as the quality of a service, outside the observed range. So if I am asked about how well an automobile agency serviced my car, they on the email message they say, well, will you please evaluate it on a scale of 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 stars. Well, my automobile agency does a superior job of servicing my Ford. Superior. And I don't even have the opportunity to rate their service as 6 or 7 stars, which it is. So they don't give me an opportunity to extrapolate their rating system. Now, interpolation means to estimate the value of a variable inside the deserved range. For example, with stars, the range is 1 star to 5 stars. So they don't give me much choice. I'm supposed to select 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 stars. Well, I don't like to be inhibited, so what if I'm having trouble distinguishing between a 4-star service and a 5-star service? I would like to put a 4.3 star value on my service, and I'm not allowed to do so. Bummer. Well, let me show you a scatter diagram in which I emphasize the difference between interpolation and extrapolation. This is the same scatter diagram, but I'm drawing your attention to 2 different concepts. So on the stars group, I show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. And 5-star means a great product. I'm happy with it. But with Steve Jobs and Apple past years, he wasn't satisfied with 5 stars. It's easy to get that rating. He, I think, wanted something like 7 stars, which he called an insanely good product, insanely great product. So 7 stars is insanely great. 5 stars is, well, just great. Let's go to Pinocchios. So we have a choice of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 Pinocchios. And a politician who gets a rating for a statement of 5 Pinocchios, that's not good, it's bad. But what if the statement of the politician is 6 Pinocchios or 7 Pinocchios? That's awful. And it's so bad that the politician should no longer continue his or her campaign. And interpolation, well, I listened to the speech of a politician, and I'm undecided whether it's worth 3 Pinocchios or 4 Pinocchios. Well, I'd like to give it 3.8 Pinocchios, but I'm not allowed to have the opportunity to do so. Not good. Well, with the next 2 slides, I want to remind you, or suggest to you, have a sense of humor. That's what this video is all about. And in case you're wondering, I went to Google Images and selected these 6 emoticons. And why did I select them? Well, when I looked closely, they were indicated that they were free. Great, free emoticons. Moving on. I've warned you that I'm engaged in some humor, which really is the point of the whole YouTube video. So here are what I call calibration points. Well, how do I know, or how can I identify a 1-star restaurant? Simple. A 1-star restaurant serves only peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now, if you look at its menu, you see some variation. There are sandwiches that have blueberry jelly, blackberry jelly, orange preserve or something, grape preserves, strawberry preserves, all sorts of different jellies, sweet toppings. That's a one-star restaurant. Let's get to politicians. A one Pinocchio statement is a grade school level fib. You know, not bad. It's what you would expect from a 8-year-old kid. Now, a two Pinocchio statement, in my opinion, is a high school level lie. Not pleasant, but a bad idea by the student. And what is a five Pinocchio statement? Well, I conclude that such a statement, especially a group of five Pinocchio statements, qualifies an individual to become a politician. I don't think I am incorrect in this assessment, because the public seems to give politicians very low ratings, and they're not surprised by politicians who have 4 or 5 Pinocchios. I'd like to continue my humor, and I think this is a better slide. I'm an engineer, and I've taken a stab at adding numbers and quantifying what is meant between different products or services and different Pinocchio politicians. So here's an engineer and his sense of humor. According to my scale, a 5-star restaurant is 55 times better than a 1-star restaurant that only serves peanut butter sandwiches. And a 5 Pinocchio politician is 55 times worse than a 1 Pinocchio politician. And as I've said on the previous slide, 5 Pinocchios qualifies you to become a politician. And a 10-star restaurant is 22,000 times better than a 1-star restaurant. That's impressive. Finally, 10 Pinocchio statements qualify you to become President of the United States. Of course, folks, I'm only kidding. Thank you for watching this video. Keep up your sense of humor, and good day.